The giant cat I bought is actually a highly classified government secret. I took my massive Maine Coon cat Barnaby to the exotic vet for his annual checkup, and the doctor asked me, "Where exactly did you find this animal?" I chuckled. "Barnaby is the most magnificent cat you have ever laid eyes on. He has this thick, luxurious coat, giant tufted ears, and a calm demeanor you just do not see in normal pets." I told the vet I got him from a private breeder in Oregon about 2 years ago. Why the vet, an older guy named Marcus, had a completely deadpan expression. He was staring at Barnaby like he had just seen a ghost. "Sir, I've been treating exotic felines for almost 30 years. This is not a Maine Coon." I blinked, totally confused. "Excuse me?" Marcus pointed at Barnaby's massive paws. The claw sheaths are completely modified density, and his skull is 3 times thicker than a normal feline. And his pupil dilation, it reacts to radio frequencies, not just light. I looked down at Barnaby. He was just sitting there on the cold metal table, licking his giant paw, completely oblivious to this totally insane conversation. "Are you telling me someone sold me a fake cat?" I asked, my voice shaking a little. "I am saying," Marcus whispered, leaning in closer, "that this creature was engineered to look like a Maine Coon. Someone went through an incredible amount of trouble and expense to make him blend in." My stomach totally dropped. Why on earth would anyone do that? Marcus hesitated. "I do not know for sure, but I saw something similar, maybe 5 years ago. Guy brought in what he thought was a stray Bengal cat. Turned out it had advanced neural implants. The government seized the animal 2 days later, and the owner, well, he just disappeared." I stared at Marcus, feeling a cold sweat break out. "You think Barnaby is dangerous?" "I think," Marcus replied, "you need to run a full genetic panel just to be safe." I drove home that afternoon, feeling had never shown a single sign of aggression. He chased laser pointers, he slept on my chest every single night, and he purred like a diesel engine. The idea that my best buddy was some kind of secret genetically modified weapon, it was just ridiculous. But I could not stop thinking about it. That very night, I ordered an advanced animal DNA kit online. While I waited for the results, I started noticing things I had always brushed off as weird cat behavior. The way Barnaby's eyes tracked security cameras whenever we walked past a bank. The way he never meowed, but instead made these low, vibrating hums that made my phone screen flicker. The kit arrived on Tuesday. I swabbed his cheek and overnighted the package. The results came back exactly 1 week later. I opened the encrypted email on my laptop, standing right at my kitchen counter. Feline DNA 45%, Serval 20% the rest. Classified synthetic genome. My hands started shaking uncontrollably. Classified, Marcus was right. I immediately tried calling the guy who sold him to me. The number was dead. I searched the breeder's name online. Nothing. No tax records, no address. The guy literally did not exist. I sat on my living room floor with Barnaby's giant head resting in my lap, desperately trying to figure out what to do. He nudged my hand, looking up at me with those eerily intelligent, glowing amber eyes. "What are you?" I whispered. Right at that exact second, my cell phone rang. It was an unknown number. "Hello?" I answered, my voice cracking. "You got the lab results." A deep, mechanical-sounding male voice said. It was not a question, it was a statement. "Who is this?" I demanded. "Someone who has been tracking that asset," the man replied coldly. "You need to return the unit immediately." My blood went completely cold. "What are you talking about?" "He is just a cat. That thing does not belong to you," the man growled. "He was stolen from a Department of Defense black site exactly 2 years ago. We have been hunting him ever since." I looked over at Barnaby. He was sitting completely upright, his ears swiveled toward the phone in my hand, totally motionless. "You are lying," I said, trying to sound brave. "Check the roof of his mouth," the man instructed. "There is a micro-serial number tattooed on the upper palate. We stamped it there when he was bred." I dropped to my knees, gently prying Barnaby's jaws open. There it was. "What kind of black site?" I asked, my heart hammering against my ribs. "The kind where asking questions gets you buried in the desert," the man replied. "We will wire you $100,000 for his safe return. Cash. No questions asked. But if you say no, my team is going to kick your door down in exactly 5 minutes, and you will not survive the breach." The line went dead. I stared at Barnaby. He tilted his massive head at me, and for the very first time since I brought him home, I felt genuinely terrified. But then, Barnaby did something he had never done before. He leaped onto my desk, slapped his heavy paw onto my keyboard, and rapidly hit a sequence of keys. The computer screen flashed, bringing up a live, hacked satellite feed. There were 3 black trucks surrounding my apartment building. Then he looked me dead in the eye, grabbed my car keys in his teeth, and dropped them right at my feet. He was telling me to run. My entire body went numb. I scooped Barnaby into my arms, kicked open the fire escape window, and sprinted into the night. We have been running for 3 months now. We live completely off the grid, constantly moving from town to town. I still do not fully understand what Barnaby is capable of, but I know one thing for sure. He chose me, and I am never giving him back.